Welcome back to Spreadware Homestead. I'm Nikki, and today we're asking the question, are you a bad buyer? So guys, spring is just around the corner, right? Everybody's getting, a little spring fever. We're looking for new flock members. We're looking for new herd members. We're looking for new milk goat, new plants, garden equipment, you name it, right? We're all looking on Craigslist. I know we all are, or Facebook Marketplace, depending on what you're after. And so now is a good time to remind you to be a good buyer. We had a guy come out yesterday and buy some goats, and really drove home through the thought that some people are really just not good buyers. And let me explain. The first way in that you're probably not a good buyer is if you immediately answer a post, a sale ad, whatever, and ask the same questions that are in the ad. For the love of all things holy, go ahead and just read through the ad all the way. That is what the person selling has put all that information in there for. I am one of those that is absolutely going to answer every single question you may have in the ad. And if you respond to me and ask me the same darn question that I've already answered, you are probably not getting a response. Yes, I will be one of these people that will hold on to an animal for way too long rather than deal with that. Because I have to ask the question of, if you cannot have enough attention to detail to actually read an ad, to find out the date of birth or what kind of cross it is, or does it have horns, I probably have to question how on top you are of taking care of that animal. And I know some people will tell me that that's a stretch, but look, it takes nothing to read through an ad to know exactly what you're getting. These always tend to be the people that come back later ranting and raving about something because they didn't read the ad in the first place, right? So the first way, be a good buyer and read all the way through the ad. Sometimes people put ridiculously little amounts of information because they're used to it. But if there's information, read through it first. Don't take up somebody's time, because what you might find is in the ad, you might find that this is not really what you're looking for. So read through the ad first. Second, be respectful, right? Nothing aggravates me more than when people will read through an ad, look at what I say, and then either one, try to insult me down on the price, never going to happen. B, try and call me when it says text only, we don't have good cell service. And then try and be nasty about the fact that I didn't return your phone call with the cell phone service that I didn't have to start with. So be respectful. Everybody has other stuff going on in their life. Treat others, and I don't know why in 2023 I have to say this, but treat other people exactly how you would want to be treated, right? If you told somebody text me only, and then they called you and left you a message and then got ugly about it, you'd be a little mad too. 3, be respectful of the price. If you look at something and that $250 for a goat is way out of your budget, don't be a knucklehead and send somebody a message and offer them half. If they wanted half, they would have listed it for half. If you want to know if the price is negotiable at all, you can ask, is the price negotiable at all? Unless it says firm, and then it's firm. Leave it as what it is. It's okay to ask if an ad does not clarify no trades, no barter. It's okay to ask if they're up for that. That does not mean that you start sending in a list of everything that you have available. The polite thing to do is just say, are you open to trades or barter? The answer is probably no. Look, times are tough right now, right? A lot of us sell stuff to take the cash to put back into the farm. So maybe I'm up for a trade, maybe I'm not. And if the answer is no, don't browbeat somebody over it, because I get that a lot too. No is no. Move on. Maybe it's not the right deal for you. 4, when you come out to somebody's place or meet them to pick something up, this is not the time to ask their life story. We get that a lot. With the rabbits and the poultry, a lot of times I meet people off site because it's really easy. Keeps people off the property. Then I don't have to worry about anybody getting bit by LGDs or anything else. But with the goats, the bigger stuff, or when we've sold equipment or whatever, we do let people come out to the farm. Inevitably, people will come out here and put me through 20 questions. of how long you lived here. How many acres do you have? Did you build the house yourself? If I'm selling a goat for $125, this is not the time that I want to write my biography for you or autobiography. Just saying. We all have things to do. There is a line between being polite. I don't mind the people who come out and say, wow, this is really a nice place, and how long have you lived here, that kind of stuff. But there are ways to do it, and there are ways that it just sounds like an interrogation. All right, and lastly, respect the boundaries. If you have come out to buy goats, this is not the time. My house or whoever you're going to see is not a Walmart. This is not the time where you get to look around and start asking me, are you selling that? Are you selling that? Will you sell me this? How about this? Well, I like that. That's not okay. And none of this stuff that I'm mentioning is something that's only happened to us once. This happens over and over and over again. The guy who came to buy goats from me yesterday took the time to peek into each and every one of my stalls and ask me about goats in every stall. And my answer was the same every time he asked. These are the goats for sale. Period. Then he walked over again after I had told him that 4 times, looked into another stall and said, how about those guys? Would you sell those? No. Be respectful. You don't need to ask somebody. I get that we're all looking for a deal, right? And if it's something rare or, I've had people ask about a farm implement that we had one time. What are you doing with that baler? Because it's sitting out there under a tarp. I'm keeping it. And most people are okay and they go on. Other people act like everything is an auction and, they want to buy everything. I've had people ask about fence rolls that are sitting out there. I had people a few years ago show up to buy turkeys. The next thing I knew, were asking about goats and rabbits and all kinds of stuff. And they didn't leave for 4 hours. Be respectful of the person that's selling you stuff and their time. And if they tell you no, the answer is no. This is not a time to go like the guy yesterday when I said no. Well, I'd give you $75 for him. And the answer to that would still be no. All right, guys. So if any of those apply to you, stop and think about what I just said in each and every case. Are you a bad buyer? Don't be a bad buyer. Don't be rude. Respect other people's time, and do not treat everybody's house like it is a marketplace or auction yard. That's not cool. There are times that somebody may say while you're out their house, hey, are you interested in blank? And that's okay. But it's not okay to basically go shopping when you show up to somebody's place. All right, so there you go. That's my opinion anyway. There's your list of how not to be a bad buyer. If you have others, leave them down in the comments. Maybe I'm way off base. Do you think I'm just being rude? I've heard this over and over again for so long now. This isn't like a one-time kind of thing, but maybe you think these questions are okay. Go ahead and leave that in the comment too. Again, be respectful. If you're not respectful, you're out of here. I've had enough of that. 2023, we will not accept rude comments. And if you've got a point to make, you need to have some evidence to back up what you're saying. So there you go. If you have other things you want me to talk about, or video for Kanan to do, videos for us to do, go ahead and send them to srhomestead@yahoo.com or leave them down in the comments. We'd be happy to try and help you with anything we can. That is it for today. I'm going to go try and find something to do. Happy homesteading. We'll see you next time.